Hey, so today we're talking about a simple and powerful tool that would help you grow your network, which is virtual coffee chats. I have been mentioning virtual coffee chats in my previous videos, and I have gotten a couple of questions in my DMs about what virtual coffee chats are and how one can set up. So, now if you have ever thought to yourself that I want to connect with people in my field, but I don't know how to start, then this video is for you. So you definitely need to watch to the very end. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what a virtual coffee chat is, why it works, and how to confidently set up coffee chats, even if you're shy or just starting out in tech. So keep watching. Now, okay, so first off, what is a virtual coffee chat? A virtual coffee chat is an informal 15 to 30 minutes call that you have, video call that you have with someone where you just want to connect with them, learn from their experience, and share their interests or share your interests with them, and also get to build a relationship with them. So look at coffee chats like you're just establishing connections to get to truly know about someone without necessarily asking for a job or asking for anything, right? So it can be as easy as you grabbing a glass of wine or a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you can access. Could be water, and most times you can join coffee chats, and at the end of the day you don't even drink the coffee because you get so engrossed in talking, right? So it's just like chilling with your friends, but this time you're just chilling online with someone. So say I'm recording this video now and you're on the other end, and you're talking to me, I'm talking to you, we're having conversations, I'm sipping my coffee and you're sipping your coffee, right? So coffee chats is perfect for literally anybody and everybody, because you might be a career switcher, or you're just getting started, or you just want to build your connection. You're someone that's already been in tech and you want to expand your connection, then coffee chat is for you. You might not necessarily meet everybody at events, but you would meet them online. And then the downsides to coffee chat is that not everybody would respond to your DM, but the good part of it is that a lot of people would respond, right? And they would be more than willing to hop on that call with you and share ideas. So first off, how you reach out to people, the first thing is that you need to keep it short and respectful. Nobody has the time. I don't know you, so why would I spend the next 5 minutes trying to read one long paragraph that you sent to me? No, I don't want that. Okay, keep it short, keep it respectful, keep it simple. Mention what you admire about those people or what you relate. You can't just reach out to just anybody and you want to book a coffee chat. Why are you booking a coffee chat? What attracted you to the person's profile? What is the person doing that you can relate to? Right? That's why it's always advisable, if you're booking coffee chats with people, book coffee chats with people that are in your field or your niche. That way you have something similar to talk about. And then you have to be clear about your intention. Most people don't even have the time to start doing hello, hi, how have you been, how is work going with you. They don't have that time. So as you're reaching out to people, reach out with intention. Hey, I came across your profile, right? I wrote a sample one here. Hi, you can mention the person's name. So let's say you're reaching out to me. Hi Bella, I came across your profile and I really admire your journey from maybe Friends of Figma or from Phase. I'm currently exploring community management or marketing, and I would love to hear your insights over a quick 20 minutes virtual coffee chat. Time is totally flexible, so I could work with your time. Thanks for considering. That's just something really easy. You can try to tweak it to make it more personal. It might not necessarily be because you need help. It might be because you want to connect with them, you want to learn from their experience, right? I have done coffee chats in the last 1 month. I've had more than 7 coffee chats, and those coffee chats changed my perspective on a lot of things. Being someone that is out of job and got laid off, there's a difference between you deciding to leave your work and your work deciding that, oh yeah, come and be going. Those are two different things. When I got laid off, I got laid off for good reasons, though. The company was running out of funds. But even at that, there's something that layoff does to your brain. It makes you feel like, of all the people in the team, why didn't you retain me? Am I not good enough? You know, you just keep asking yourself lots of questions. And I found myself in that situation where I was asking myself lots of questions. Am I not good enough? What's going on? And all of that. And I started booking virtual coffee chats with community managers. But then I wasn't just booking coffee chats with community managers. I was booking coffee chats with senior community managers, director of communities, because I wanted to hear from them. I wanted to see understand how their journey has been. And to my greatest surprise, I discovered that these people also go through the same thing. The only difference between me and them is that they are in an enabling environment where they can leave toxic workplaces and, apply for another job and get it. But in this part of the world, first of all, companies rarely hire from this part of the world. And when they do, it's for some roles that you can't even access, right? It might be for a role that I'm not qualified for, or they might not be hiring in my niche, right? Those kind of experiences. So, coffee chats helps give you clarity, helps increase your connection. It just gets people to hear from your own perspective and learn about what you do. So, you've reached out to someone, you want to have a coffee chat with them, and they have said yes. So, what now? The first thing you need to do is, first off, you need to be on time, be respectful of their schedule. I have booked a coffee chat with someone before, and I feel so ashamed to say this. I booked a coffee chat with someone before, and the time was 15 minutes. What am I going to say in 15 minutes? Before I even get to say hello, my name is this is why I booked this coffee chat, and you know, respond. I don't know why I'm tearing up. And you respond, it's already 10 minutes. So what are we going to do in the next 5 minutes? So sometimes, depending on how the conversation goes, it might go beyond 30 minutes. It might go beyond 15 minutes. It might get up to an hour, depending on who you're speaking with and how receptive they are to you. But most times, it doesn't exceed 30 minutes. So be on time. In fact, be on that call before they show up. Be respectful of their schedule. Start with gratitude and a simple intro. First of all, most people receive money for the time they spend. For you to speak to certain people, you have to pay for their time. And if you get someone that is willing to have a coffee chat with you free of charge, then you should be respectful. You should show appreciation. You might not necessarily send them money or gift, but show appreciation, how much you like, how they took out their time to, have the call with you. Quickly introduce yourself and talk about why you booked that coffee chat, because most of them, even when you've told them beforehand there's coffee chat, you want to learn about their experience, there's usually this awkward silence. So you're the driver of the conversation. Even when you finish introducing yourself and they introduce themselves, there's usually that awkward silence. So go prepared with your questions. Have like 3 to 5 thoughtful questions prepared. So I'm saying 3 to 5 because you might not even ask up to 3. Depending on how the conversation goes, if you ask the first question, depending on how they respond, you might ask a follow-up question to that, like that. So for a lack of you being found wanting, always prepare 3 to 5 questions that you need to ask in your coffee chat. And the next thing you need to consider is you need to keep your your conversations, or your conversations, keep them conversational. Let it not sound like you're interrogating them. Let it not sound like it's an interview question. Even when most of them do that, because I think you should understand with them if they do that, because they don't know you. You're just the one trying to establish that connection. So if you speak to someone that wants to behave like you're interrogating them, it's your duty to turn that interrogation into a conversation. You can smile or laugh in between. When they're saying something, you can concur, you can try to relate. That way they will loosen up a bit, because they on the other side are somewhat nervous, because they don't know you. So they're just trying to leave their comfort zone to share. And then depending on how the conversation goes, sometimes you may want to book another coffee chat, sometimes you may just want to, end it there if you guys are finished having conversation. So always end by thanking them and asking if you can stay in touch. Sometimes most of them want to do it like a one-off because they don't like disturbances, right? Other times they want to stay in touch because they feel like they can also learn from you. So always ask if they are open to staying in touch at the end. And here is a pro tip that I forgot to add. Always allow them talk. Try not to interrupt in coffee chats because you're there to learn, you're there to listen. So always listen more than you speak. That's where you capture their attention. So now you're done having the call. What happens afterwards? This is where follow up comes in. You need to always try to follow up. Sometimes it gets really tough. It happens to me as well. Sometimes I just forget that I had a coffee chat with someone. Sometimes I don't keep in touch. I don't follow up. It's not their duty to follow up on you. It's your duty to follow up on them because it's something you're looking for. You're trying to learn, So remember to always send thank you messages after each coffee chat. You can say something like, oh, thank you again for your time today. I really enjoyed talking to you on XYZ. You can add like follow up things that you've done based on the discussions that you people had. And then you don't also necessarily need to start messaging them again next time. You can stay in touch by following up what they do on social media. So if it's on LinkedIn that you reached out to them, or Twitter, if they make a post, you can comment on their post. You can maybe send them casual updates from time to time, or based on our conversation, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do. You can also offer support. You can share resources, because at some point connections are like giving and receiving. I give you feedback, you give me feedback. There's some things you're exposed to that I'm not exposed to, so I could lend you knowledge, or I could share what I know and then you share what. So try to make that connection as valuable as possible. I don't know why I keep looking here. That's because my video is here, the screen is here, but my camera is here. So please forgive me if for every time I'm speaking I keep looking here. I'm just trying to look at my beautiful self because I look so pretty. I look so pretty like model. Okay, so now that's how you set up a virtual coffee chat. So use it to genuinely expand your network. Try not to bring any awkward energy. Nobody likes that. Do not fake any vibes. If you don't feel like you're up to it to having a conversation with someone you don't know, then don't force it. Just allow it. You can just chat. You don't necessarily need to have coffee chats. Just try to build real conversations with people who inspire you. So that will be all for today. If this video has helped you feel more confident, then don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone that you feel this video would be helpful. And tell me in the comments, who is that one person that you want to have a coffee chat with? Or have you even had a coffee chat before? Are you considering having a coffee chat with someone? Let's say in the comments. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes bigger opportunities starts with a simple conversation. That person that you're having a coffee chat with today might be your next employer, might be your next recommender. So do not take any of those coffee chats for granted. I hope you learned a lot today about coffee chats. Let's know in the comments, and see you in my next one. Bye.